Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Tesla running into the event. How far does it go? Is the news good? Don't know. Let's see. Can NVIDIA get over 241? If it gets over 241, it's going to go 20. Can it get over? I don't know. Okay. Really crazy stuff happening. Really crazy stuff. We ripped up to this 40-20. Looks like this 40-21, a big number. If it gets through 40-21, probably goes a long way. 40-50, 40-52. But every time it gets near there, it drops 20. So pretty fast. So just keep an eye on that. That's out there. That's about what's going on. Workday, good numbers, but PE's too high. When you make $1, you times by 4, that's $4. 30 P is 120. It's trading at 180. I mean, if you're not going to guide up, why would it go up, right? So very interesting there. Zoom up a little bit. Zoom ain't going nowhere. Makes $4, but once again, they make $1.20. So let's say $5. $5 times 30, 150. So that one can actually go up a little bit if you're going to give them a 30 P. So that can go up a little bit. Interesting. Baidu is going to report. I'm going to introduce Ernie. Their bot is named Ernie. On the 16th, I believe. Okay. That's what we know. SEDG and ENPH, both solars, ran pretty nice yesterday. And do they go on day 2? Let's see. Okay. So got to see what happens there. That's about all that's happening. We didn't do much, did very little yesterday, and we're buying less. Buying way less for 2 reasons. One, you're in this no man's land in the market, but the second reason is if something happens with Carter, let's say you go in there and you put 50 grand in, and the next day he passes and they say markets will be closed the day after. They won't close it immediately. But immediately, your option is going to be cut in half. So do you want to lose 25,000 because somebody dies that you know that's going to die within the next month? So for the next week or 2 till this happens, you're going to have to go smaller. You just don't want to get caught, right? You don't want to get caught. Now, if you're doing stock, it's different. But options, if they close the market, you lose 1 day. If you lose 1 day, you have a problem. Okay? Snowman's moving. Now, this whole ChatGPT, is this the one that really goes? I don't know, but it's acting very, very well, right? Acting very well. Meta can't do nothing. It's dead. CrowdStrike actually moving, trying to get over this 121. Zscaler earnings Wednesday or Thursday? So Zscaler. So PanW great earnings, Fortnite great earnings, Net great earnings, and you have 2 left. You have CrowdStrike and Zscaler. So I would think they're both going to be pretty good too. Okay, so then we see. That's about it. I don't see anything else. If anybody else has comments, questions, wants to say anything, wants to come on, let me know. We can do that. Okay? Interesting. Yes, they do. When Bush died, they closed the market. Okay? So, very simple. Most likely they will. You can think whatever you want. For me, I'm not ready to lose if I put 100 grand in 50 grand on that, right? It doesn't make any sense. I don't mind losing money, but not just because of something you know that's going to happen, right? So you buy less. Very straightforward. Okay? What else? That's it. I don't see anything else. Target was okay. It's up, so it's not bad. Inventories are coming down. People are coming back in and telling the Fed, it doesn't matter. There's a flow through. It takes a long time, right? So interesting. Okay? Apple. This Apple Watch, if they can really measure your glucose. I mean, think about it. Yeah, this is a huge thing for Apple, and Apple will sell a gazillion watches. Everybody that has a meter, like me, I have a meter. Everybody will get a watch. Okay? That's simple. But here's the thing. got to think a little bit more. You got to think a little bit more. How do they do that? How do you measure blood, or what's in the blood, without the blood itself? What's the technology? Who owns the technology? Does Apple own the technology, or do they license it from something else, but they own the patent? Very interesting, because that changes everything. So if you can tell me your blood sugar, think about this. If you can tell me your blood sugar without doing your blood, then can you tell me, I don't know, your PSA or anything else, your cholesterol, without checking the blood? Right? Changes the world. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So, keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that. That's what we know. That's what we know. So, shorter call today. Nothing else happening unless somebody wants to talk about something. We can talk about it. But outside of that, you just want to wait. You're in no man's land. Up and down, no man's land. You got no real news coming this week. So all week, nothing really. Okay? Then we see. Okay? Okay, let's get started. Good morning, everybody. 2/28, end of February. Wow. The world just keeps moving forward. End of February. Non-stop. Wow. Okay? SPX up, what was that, up 13, let's say 10. Let's just say 10. You're at 39.92. You need 40.21. 40.21. Downside, 39.82. Right here. Right back. 39.82. 39.52. Okay? So here's one for the shorts. Okay, here's one for the shorts. Up, if you like the market up, here's one for you. You get the worst PCE you could ever get, and you don't hit the moving average. Can't break 39.50. And then the day after, it goes to 40.20. Wow. Right? Almost no man's land. So you have nothing to the downside. The news is that bad, and it can't go down. When does it go down? Who knows? You're going to need news, right? Or you get a 1 hour drop or 1 hour run, okay? Interesting. Okay? So that's what we know. Avago, earnings coming, 591, 603, 622. Underneath, 551. NVIDIA. This is all about 238, 239, 240, 241. Jesus. So it's really a range, 238 to 241. If it gets through, it explodes. I mean, it goes to 250 instantaneously. Let's see. So there's a firm out there that said AI is having an iPhone moment. The day that iPhone become great and the world changed, they're saying this is the AI moment. So how far does it go? I don't know, but I think it's real. I think the AI thing is real. Okay? We told you about NVIDIA. If NVIDIA does a billion queries, that means, let's say Tom does 100, Mike does 100 searches in a week or whatever. If there's a billion queries, NVIDIA makes $10 billion. Jesus. Wouldn't you think a billion queries? So let's say you have, how many people use the internet? I mean, this is really fascinating numbers. So you have, Facebook has 2 billion users. So you know that 2 billion people use the internet. So let's say 3 billion people use the internet. If everybody just does one query on ChatGPT, NVIDIA makes $10 billion. So if everybody does 10, NVIDIA makes $100 billion. Wow. This number is fascinating. But that means to be able to do that many queries, you're going to need the infrastructure. You're going to need NVIDIA platforms, and you're going to need them put into AWS, Amazon Web Services, and you're going to need them at Google, and you're going to need them at Azure. So cloud computing doubles or triples. Wow. And then you're going to need CrowdStrike and Zscaler and everything else. Now, this isn't going to happen in a week, but it's happening. Okay, so keep an eye on that. And that means you need the data. And your data is going to be in MDB or Oracle or a database or in Snow, who massages all the data. Okay, so keep an eye on that. CMG underneath 491, 462. If it gets to 540, then it goes back down. Food costs are higher. Okay. Lab Research. ASML is down 10 today, so not really sure why. You got 600 on ASML. Lab Research, you got 488, 500, 509. Here's the thing. Okay. So just know this. The first time one of the semis comes out, not NVIDIA, and says, somebody like a Micron says everything's good, Lam Research is up 100 points. It's not up 10. It's going to be up 100 within that week. So wait for it. Does it happen in a week, a month, 2 months, 6 months? Maybe it doesn't happen for 6 months. But then it'll go up 100. Okay? So keep an eye on it. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And same thing, one other thing. The first time the Fed says they're not going to raise anymore, the market is going to move to all-time highs. I'm telling you. It's going to go to 4,800 or 5,000. When the Fed says they're not going to raise anymore, and if they say they're going to cut, everybody and their mother is sitting on the sideline waiting. Okay? So just keep an eye on it. No idea when that happens. Could be months away, years away. Don't know. Okay? Apple, 149, 152. Pan W, 191, 196. CrowdStrike is moving. It's up 2 again. 123, 129. Zscaler, if you like Zscaler, 140 is very interesting for earnings. Goldman Sachs, 172, 176 under 372, 376 under 361. Meta can't even get through 176. Snowman, 159, 166, 177 is a big number. MDB, 216, 222. NOW, 236, 436, 452 for Netflix. Why is this thing not down? 321, 315. Microsoft, 156, 162. Baidu, 141, 148. Align, 309, 316. Tesla, 209, 201 down, 216, 222 up. Enphase, 216, 221. That's what we know. That's what we know. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.